Las Vegas, ¿cómo está? And welcome to Chris Garcia, the conservative American. It's blessed to be an American today, and I'm here with my friend EJ once again, who was on our show before and also did face the Tribune once again, putting up his Black Panther signals. It's wonderful. And EJ, what's going on? What's going on? You were talking to me about some recount. What was going on?
Well, just
already certified.
Yeah, nuts. We already knew that he get certified nuts. You got no argument there, certified nuts. But I was looking at the paper about the recount. But I'd like to discuss with you a topic that I was going to do, later on with the disposition of the cat bus drivers.
Okay, go ahead.
They are some, out of say 20 bus drivers, you'll get 2 that's nice.
Yes.
But the 18 from one, the first one will be nice, and then you'll get 18.
Right.
That's very disrespectful and ignorant, and then you get the 20 points. So,
good.
Good. So by that time, you have a discombobulated, I guess.
Yeah. So the cab bus drivers have bad attitudes.
Yeah.
Which are the Las Vegas public bus
citizens area
transit in Las Vegas.
Which I've heard of a joke saying, "Can arrive on time." That's what the cat stands for. Yeah. I'll give you a perfect example. I was leaving my house and I had maybe 40 minutes, 35, 40 minutes left on my pass, okay? Now, I'm going from Lake Mead to Las Vegas Boulevard. Lake Mead, Pecos to Las Vegas, Lake Mead and Las Vegas Boulevard.
Yes.
All right? Now, the 113 arrived late, which made my pass a couple minutes expired.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying to the lady, do you mind if I just ran out, a minute or so ago?
Mm-hmm.
And, I didn't say that, but we both knew that it would expire because she was like 10 minutes late.
Right.
Oh, she got belligerent with me and cussed at me, and I ain't trying to hear all that. SH, sugar, honey, iced tea. Boom, boom, boom. And I said, well, I'm only going to the next stop. Like I said, I was at Lake Mead and Las Vegas Boulevard. I was only going to Smith's,
right,
which was like maybe 1.5 stops. So, I ain't trying to hear all that, boom, boom, boom. So I'm trying to say to her, I'm not trying to tell you, where I'm going. I'm just trying to say that, I'm not going far.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm not asking for a ride to the end of the ride.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just going to the next stop.
Yes.
The next stop over.
Right.
And as I said, she got very belligerent with me. Boom, boom, boom. And I was like, you people fail to realize and that they're working for us.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? Because if we don't catch the bus, she has no job.
That's right.
And they're saying, this is my bus. No, this is not your bus. You're like a limo driver.
Absolutely.
This is not your limo. You're just driving
right
as your job. And she went on and on and on. I was like, look, lady, I'm so-and-so, you don't have, I'm going to keep disrespecting me, talking to me like that.
Wow.
So I said, can I get your name? You know what I mean? Because I want to report this to your supervisor.
Yeah.
You don't need my goddamn name. And that wasn't the word she used, but you can imagine what I'm saying.
Right.
So I wrote the bus number down, boom, boom, boom. Now, to show how ironic this is, I went to Smith's, did my little bit of shopping. As I'm coming out of Smith's, there's 2 113s sitting there, okay? The first one pulls off and says, well, catch the next one. Guess who's driving the next one? The same woman.
Oh, wow.
And she pulls right off.
Oh.
Now, I'm diabetic. It was like 2,000 degrees outside. You know, I got my food. So this means, and it was on a Sunday. So you know that means the bus is running slow. And that's going to be another half an hour, 45 minutes wait.
Wow.
Because there's 2 buses there now.
Yes.
You know? She drove off from me. So I did wind up sitting there 45 minutes, and then I had to wait for like what seemed like an hour for the late me bus. Anyway, make a long story short, by the time I got home from not taking my medicine, I passed out in the front room. As soon as I got in the house, I passed out. I woke up, my food was all over the floor and all like that. You know, just because she was having a bad day, she decided she wanted to kick my cat. You know, all over me just asking for a ride because she was late, which made my pass. Because I had planned on buying another pass anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was just using that to get there and then buy the pass coming back.
Right.
You know, because she was late. And I just think they're very, you know, they're very belligerent to people, disrespectful, you know, arrogant.
Why do you think they have that attitude, BJ? Because when I first came here, I haven't ridden the cat bus in Las Vegas a lot recently, but when I first moved here, and I remember when they first started really having the cat bus system here, I rode the bus a lot, and you did seem like a lot of the drivers had negative attitudes toward the passengers. What do you think the reasons for that are?
Well, to me, it's a few reasons. One is the passengers don't stand up for themselves. You know what I mean? They're timid, you know what I mean? They seem to be intimidated, you know, by them because, if you threaten a driver, you can go to jail. So, you know, and the bus drivers know that. So they take advantage of it with their mouth. And a lot of it, mostly, is women.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have their attitude or they mad at their boyfriend.
You think they bring it to work?
They bring it to work. They bring it.
Yeah. You think it's maybe because a lot of them based the complaint? I will talk to some of them about being underpaid and overworked on more shifts than they should have had, and they weren't getting paid overtime and certain things like that.
You know what? They're getting paid their overtime, and they can't work for so many hours. It's against the law. You cannot drive public transportation. You have to work. You can only work so many hours, and you have to take so many hours off. That's a federal law.
Okay.
All right, so that's horse puppy with this thing. You know, for one instance, I was down at the BTC. This guy was getting on. Now the Max had stopped running, but the guy was getting on, and he was saying, "Can I catch this and get to social services?" She told him no. I said, "Yes, you can." But after she finished saying what she's saying, I said, "Yes, you can." How you gonna tell him? Boom, boom, boom. I said, because by the time he sits here and waits another 35 minutes for 113 to come, he could catch that Max and get off of Jerry's Nugget and walk that little 5 or 10 minutes back to social service. Okay? So this bus does go there. It does not stop at social services, but it does go there. So the 113 doesn't stop, you know, right there. You know what I mean? Which she should have explained to him. You know, and she went through the thing about this is her bus and I'm not getting on her bus. Lady, I don't want to get on your bus. And once again, this ain't your bus. You work for me. I don't work for you. Yes, you do. Because if everybody get off this bus right now, you won't have no job.
Yeah.
If everybody boycotts this bus system,
Yes. Right. Absolutely.
who are you going to take, you know, here and there?
Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of the anger from the passengers. I know we was talking about this a few weeks ago. I think there are so few buses in each route, and if you miss a bus, you have to wait another hour to get another bus. And I think that then that starts the shouting going from both sides, because you have the people that are outside that don't understand why they were at their bus pulled up and the light turned red, and they saw another bus go through the light, turn green, and the connecting bus didn't wait for the passengers to get off of the bus And I mean, in Chicago or Philadelphia, where there's no way, that bus would be overturned, would be set on fire if you just drove off and you had a bunch of people in 10-degree weather sitting there watching you while you rode off. So I'm wondering,
they're trying to get to work.
Absolutely.
Like that.
So I'm wondering, is that a problem that they need more buses on the routes?
No, that could be, part of the remedy. But also, it's like you said, they see people. Yes. If you're on this bus and you're crossing this way,
yes.
You see that bus.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you people can ready to get off there. And you specifically drive off.
Yes.
You're being ignorant.
It seems like
they see people running
yes.
towards the bus. And it seems like they'll wait till they get right through the back door and they'll drive off.
Yes. Yes,
So
it does seem like it. I know I experienced that a few times, like I said, when I first came here and I was working. And I would see, a bus, and he could see us. I would see his face looking through the rearview mirror as we ran across the street.
And then
people on the bus would hit the bus on the side and say, "Wait, there's people coming," and he would he would always point to behind him like there was a bus coming. There wasn't a bus coming. We would stand behind him so you could look that way.
He could pull off on you. That's the rigmarole. Look that way, huh?
Is that what it was? Yeah, because I would see that and I'm like, wow, this bus system is just, it doesn't work.
I have been loaded down with ghosts and have them pull off.
It does.
Ain't to the working. I haven't had one that does
it doesn't work. It's not like it is back in the
They're not copacetic.
No.
They ain't copacetic.
Yeah, it is sad. And, a lot of people here, I've seen them miss work. I've seen them be late for work. And then, unfortunately, the next bus driver that pulls up, you're gonna experience that wrath of the person that and he hasn't done anything to you. So then, of course, he's gonna come back because he's like, I'm just doing my job. But
now he's got to ask you because you done kicked his cat.
That's right.
And he, you get on, you sit down, he's driving, and he's paying that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's just pestering it. You know what I mean?
Right. I've seen that.
So some hooky fish out pool get on next. He's already ready.
Yeah, between the CAT system and the failed monorail, this city does not have, city of Las Vegas, and I love this city. It's a beautiful city, but as far as their public transportation system, I think there needs to be investment in the public transportation system because, hell, this is a city that's going on 2 million people, including the outer areas, and you cannot have 2 million people going to work and moving across town and you don't have a proper train system or a proper bus system. It just doesn't make any sense.
But they have a proper system when it's something for the tourists, yes. You know what I mean? Or like it took me one time 45 minutes to cross Las Vegas Boulevard because they had that much traffic going through Speedway. They had no buses for the citizens of Las Vegas. Every bus that they get their hands on was coming from downtown or the strip, going straight to the racetrack.
Yes. Yes.
It's just.
Yeah, it is. It's horrible. Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand it. What else did you have to talk about, EJ? Is there anything else that's on your mind?
Because I talk about what I really want to talk about being in jail. That bag I had, I kept thinking about I could put something in there, and they never seen me.
For those that are listening, it's just a little inside joke between me and my good friend here. He's been having some problems where he lives at, and he came over last night and spent some time with me and my wife. He's a good friend of ours, and we gave him a bag to take home, a duffel bag, and he was thinking about who he could put in that bag and roll away somewhere. So thankfully, there's no bodies. There's nothing in the bag.
You don't know. You ain't no in there. You don't know. You don't know.
I don't want to be an accessory.
If you stick your hand in, something wet in there. It wasn't me.
I don't want to know.
Because stuff they be doing, you disappear where we from. You disappear real quick. So you ain't seen him. No, I ain't seen him about a month.
That's right. And I gave you that.
Your fingerprints on it too.
Fingerprints on. And we just had the DA in on the show before I'm sitting here. You got this bag.
And I introduced myself to him, so we friends now.
Oh, no. And we just, if you missed it, we just had the district attorney of Clark County, Steve Wilson, was just in on the last show, Face the Tribune. Make sure you watch that. Google it, Face the Tribune with Rolando Barras. And we had a very interesting conversation with District Attorney Steve Wilson and his daughter Rebecca. It was a wonderful show. And yeah, it's just crazy, man. But so what were you saying about the recount, though? What was going on?
And we
don't want to talk about that.
You
guys remember the last time EJ was here and we had Trump signs that were up. We just taken them down. Now I want to put them back up, but everybody says take them down because the election is over. And I'm going to put him back up, though. He was so close that he almost died. He swallowed the gum that he was chewing.
Drinking water. Donald Trump's water.
Find that show on Conservative American with Chris Garcia the last time we had EJ on. And he literally almost died. He was choking because he was under a Trump sign. And EJ is not a Trump fan. And he did not.
Man is an understatement.
He didn't know where he was at. He was on Conservative American. But Chris Garcia,
that's not what I call it. That's not what I call it, folks. Folks, that ain't what I call it. I got the fist up again. That ain't what I call it.
He wants to rename my show, and he can't do that.
That ain't what I call it. Conservative.
Is that not what the black man call it?
It's so conservative with a K. I'm asleep, and I'm gonna leave it there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave it there, folks.
So
it ain't Krispy Kreme. It ain't the conservative Krispy Kreme show.
We always have fun when EJ comes on. We always have a wonderful time.
Listen, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Before we talking about like that question one, do you know now that question one? If I loan you a gun, you can go to jail.
If I commit a crime with you?
No. Mm-hmm. Just the fact about yeah. See, this
I
is
did not
If
question one was explain to the audience a little bit.
Question one was about having everyone, no matter what, having to do a background check to be able to get firearms.
Was that just for the state of Nevada, or was that nationwide? Question?
No, that's
just for the state of Nevada.
Yeah. What was the other ones? If you loan a gun to somebody, whether you commit a crime or not, you can go to jail.
Oh, wow.
See, they just talk about the thing, boom, boom, boom,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to help protect police. How many police have you heard get shot in Las Vegas? Within the last 2 or 3 years. The last ones I remember was like maybe 5 or 6 years ago, the ones that unfortunately got killed outside the burger place or something like that. They was having lunch.
Yeah, I remember that.
Which is wrong. That's cold blood.
Yeah.
But it's not protecting. How's it protecting police?
Yeah.
Also, I like to say, like what the DA was saying, keeps felons from being. Okay, say you was 17, 18, and you made a mistake. I'm gonna say you ain't killed nobody or something like that. I'm felony assault, something like that. You got to fight and beat the guy up pretty bad. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now you're saying say you 18, 20 years from now, you're now 38. You're an adult. You have a family. That you can't buy a firearm to protect yourself because you have that felony conviction.
Right.
Yeah. That's not fair.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
See, there was a commercial that comes on TV. This brother's a lawyer. He's an activist and something else, and he was saying that it's designed to keep. He said the Democrats. Another way the Democrats are keeping us from being harmed. Now, You talk about a gun show. You ain't gonna see a whole bunch of brothers at them gun show. Who you gonna see at them gun shows?
I go to gun shows.
You're not the brother. Let's cut through the tape. If y'all didn't know, he is not black. He's not folks. He's old school.
I go to gun shows frequently.
I know that's my point exactly. Why we gonna be buying hordes of guns? Not brothers. Online. You don't see no brothers online buying guns. You see the other people's. he go gun show like he black. He gonna make me choke on this hand. Hold on, people.
I
had to say that real fast. You ain't black. I mean, misleading these folks. See, that's what he did to his wife. He went by BET for a couple of weeks. No. Because I'm laying you down for it. He went and did a crash course in how to be a brother. He watched BET for about a week or so. Finally, some old James Brown records.
This is always wonderful when I have EJ on. Don't pay him any attention.
And folks, listen to me.
He's a black Go to your local gun show. Support your local gun owners in the NRA. And thank you for watching.
And stay away from the conservatives with a K.